again. And exhale, back straight, head on your shoulders. One more time in. And exhale out. Put your hands behind your back, your legs in front, and push up into a reverse table. Pushing your hips up to the sky, feet are about hips distance. Head can be even, you can lower it down or even relax it, whatever your comfort level is. Just squeeze your glutes and pull them up to the ceiling. Just take a nice breath in and exhale. Breathe in again and exhale. Come down to a seat. Roll over to tabletop. So hands on the floor, knees on the floor. Take a breath in. Pull up to the ceiling for cat. And as you exhale, cow, head up. Breathe in. And exhale. Into cat. Exhale, cow. One more cat. And one more cow. Let's warm up our wrists. Turn your hands either to the side so that they're towards the side of the mat, or you can, if you're comfortable, turn your hands towards your knees and just rock back and forth into the wrist. Back and forth, putting the pressure into your fingers as much as you can, opening up your wrists. And the warm-up is just turn your hands, fingers to the front of the mat, back to the back, front and back, warming up your wrists and your forearms. Just remember, you can always point your fingers to the side. They don't have to go all the way to the back. It just kind of depends on your flexibility. Palm of the hand, just go ahead and squeeze. Squeeze your fingers, closing your hand and opening your hand like you're squeezing a ball. Other hand, just squeeze, open and close. And shake up your hands and pop up to your fingertips. Shake up your hands, pop up to your fingertips. Some more cat-cows, just exhale for a cow. And exhale cat. Breathe in cow, and exhale cat. Put your hands on the mat, press into your fingertips. You want your weight in your fingers more than on your wrists, so press up into downward facing dog. And the same thing you did here with your hands, just go ahead and warm up your dog. You can walk your feet, stretching the back of your calves, walking your feet back and forth. They call this walking the dog. And then go ahead when you're ready and press your heels into the floor. They don't have to touch. And go into downward facing dog. If you don't feel like you're getting enough stretch in your spine, bend your knees a little bit. That'll give you a nice stretch in the spine. And just breathe in and exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Straighten your legs as much as you're comfortable and bend your knees and hover on the floor, right up above the floor, back into downward facing dog. And one more time, pulling your abdominals, hover your knees over the floor, downward facing dog. We're still warming up here. Take your left leg, cross it over behind your right, give a nice stretch for the sides of your hips and your back. And then walk to the other side on your left foot, take your right foot behind and stretch out the right side of your body. Step back into downward facing dog and walk all the way up to the top of your mat and just hang in forward fold. Stretching out your back, knees are slightly bent, we're still warming up. Abdominals are in. Go ahead and bring your heels up, your glutes down to your heels, and just forward fold, crouch into a nice folded position. If this is too hard on your knees, just continue folding forward. You don't have to get into this crouch, but kind of warms up your back, warms up your calves and your feet. Roll up, hands in prayer, all the way up to a standing position. At this time, go ahead and go into your mountain position. Toes, flare them out, heels under your body, glutes, pull your abdominals in, head is on your shoulders. Put your hands into prayer. Close your eyes and come up with your intention. Your intention can be for your health, for the planet health, it can be for a family member, just whatever you want your intention to be for your practice today. Take a breath in and exhale. Take a breath in, bring your arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. You can bend your knees slightly here. Flat back position. Step back with your right foot and your left foot. Downward facing dog. Come forward into plank and then down all the way to the floor. And you're going to press up into a cobra position, pushing into the floor slightly, using your back mostly. Breathe in and exhale. Go ahead and come down to the floor. Push up with your arms and push back into a child's pose. Knees can be slightly apart. Hold your child's pose. This is becoming more active. You can turn your hands to up to the ceiling, which gives an external rotation of the shoulders. Palms down, push up into downward facing dog. Bring your right leg to the ceiling. Tuck it up to your chest and bring your right foot to the floor. A nice lunge position. Left foot forward. Forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold, roll all the way up into your standing position. Arms up to the ceiling. Forward fold. Step back with your left foot into a nice lunge. Right foot back, downward facing dog. Plank position. Chaturanga, come all the way down to the floor. This baby cobra can be a full cobra if you want, so go ahead and push up into your cobra. And as you exhale, come back down. You can go back into a child's position or you can push up into a plank as you exhale. And then back into downward facing dog. Left foot to the ceiling. Bring that left foot to your chest and in front of you on the floor into a lunge position. As you breathe in, forward fold. Back flat. Forward fold, roll up into your standing position. Bring your arms up, hands behind your back. Feet are slightly apart. We're going to do our back bend. So hands can be just like pockets on your glutes and just push back into your back bend. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. We're still warming up, so not a full back bend. Bring your arms up, hands into prayer, forward fold, hands to the floor. As you take a breath in, take your right leg back into lunge position. Straighten that left leg. Nice stretch. Forward fold. Step back into your plank. Chaturanga. Pay attention. Push back up into your plank and then down your chaturanga all the way to the floor. And we're going to put our hands underneath our elbows and push up into upward facing dog. And as we exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right foot up to the ceiling. Right foot all the way to the front where your hand is, into a lunge position. Push back, straightening your right leg, opening up your hamstring. Back into your lunge position. Take your left foot, bring it up to your right. Forward fold, flat back. Forward fold, roll all the way up. Palm position. Bring your arms up. Forward fold, flat back. Step or jump into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your right foot all the way up to the ceiling, into your chest. Prepare, come up to warrior one. Straighten your right leg. Exhale, warrior two. Reach forward to the front of the mat and reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back down to the floor. Lunge position. Plank position. Now upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot to the ceiling. Left knee to your chest. Put your left hand by your left foot by your left hand. Warrior one. Anchor that right foot. Warrior one. Shoulders are down. Hands are up. Strengthen your legs. Switch to warrior two. So this is your back line. Your knee is slightly bent. Your arms and hands are extending from the shoulders. Reach your hand forward and reverse your warrior. Fingers up to the ceiling. Your left hand is up, your right hand is down. And then cartwheel down to lunge, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Step or jump into your forward fold, flat back, forward fold, and come up to your very first chair. So abdominals are in, fingers are up, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. There's your chair, forward fold, flat back position, step or jump into your chaturanga. So you can step all the way back just like this, lower into your chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right foot up, bring your right foot to your right thumb, left heel down, abdominals in, warrior one, straighten that right leg, come into warrior two. We're going to do side angle pose, so push forward, bring your right arm onto your right knee, and your hand can go up to the ceiling. You can, if you want, watch your thumb and bring your thumb to the top of the mat. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, exhale. And you kind of want this long line through here. Keep your abdominals in. Come back up into warrior two. Cartwheel back down. Put your left hand on the floor. Right hand to your right hip. And going to do our turn here. If you want, you can bring your left hand to the ceiling. Right hand to the ceiling, right? Right hand down. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Press your heels into the floor. Left foot up, left knee to your chest, left foot to your left thumb. Come down into warrior one. Hands are up, shoulders down. Pull your abdominals in. Pressing that side of that right foot into the floor. Warrior two. When you transition, if you feel you need to, just go ahead and straighten that left leg, and then bend it again. Side angle pose. Left arm on left leg. Left hand goes up to the ceiling, or if you want the full stretch down the whole body, take your left hand towards the top of the mat and just give it a nice turn. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hand down to the floor. Step your right foot, leave your right foot where it's at. Right hand down, left hand up to the ceiling. Nice twist, this is really good for digestion. Take your heel on your right foot and push it towards the back of the mat so you can keep your strength in your leg, in your right leg. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hand down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. From here, take your right heel to the ceiling. We're going to go right into our pigeon. Take your right knee towards the side of your mat. Your right foot, doesn't matter how far it goes up, it can be parallel to the mat. My foot is just going to stay closer to my hip. Just sink down into your pigeon pose. This is a figure 4, so it's called other things besides pigeon, but in this case we're going to call it pigeon. And when you're ready, just come down to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Forehead down. Opening up the sides of your hips. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. And inhale, exhale 5. Put your hands onto the floor. Bring your right leg up to the ceiling. Right foot down. Left leg up to the ceiling. Pigeon on the left side. So take that left knee to the left side of your mat. And whatever you're comfortable with, if it's too uncomfortable to come on your knee, then lay on your back to do your figure 4 stretch. So, not everybody is as comfortable in their hips, or maybe their hips aren't open. So you do what you're comfortable with. Pigeon, go ahead and bring your pigeon down. And you're opening up the left side of your hip here. You can stay up if you want. You can come all the way down if you want to the floor. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. And inhale, exhale 5. Put your hands on the floor, bring your pigeon up, take your left foot back to downward facing dog, and if you'd like, just go ahead and extend it back up to the ceiling. Both feet on the floor, and you're going to walk or jump into a seated position. And go ahead and sit down on your glutes. Abdominals are going to be in. This can be done with bent knees or straight. I'm going to keep mine straight. Toes pointed towards your nose. Back is straight. Bring your arms up and just do a nice forward fold. And it doesn't matter where you are in your forward fold. I mean, the goal obviously is to reach your feet. You can bring your fingers around your toes. Abdominals are in. If you need to bend your knees slightly, bend your knees slightly. That's okay. If they're ready to straighten your legs and that feels comfortable for you, that's okay too. So inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. And inhale, exhale 5. When you're ready, go ahead and bring yourself back up. Abdominals are in. And lower yourself down to the floor. We're going to do one more thing before we do our Shavasana. So come all the way down to the floor. And take your right knee and bring it into your chest. Put your right foot down on the floor just a little bit. Bring your hips over. And take your right knee to the left side of your body. Your right hand out to the side of the room to open up your pecs. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. And inhale, exhale 5. Go ahead and roll back onto your back. Take your right knee and give it a nice press into your chest. Straighten out that right leg. Left leg. Bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a nice squeeze. Take your left foot, bring it on the floor. Bring your glutes over. And a nice twist for your left side. So your left knee is going to go down towards the right side of the room. And your left arm is going to come out to the side. And just inhale and exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. And inhale, exhale 5. Take your left foot, put it back on the floor. Bring your feet down to the floor. Actually, go ahead and bring your knees in together. Give yourself a nice hug to reset your back. Pressing your tailbone into the floor, your knees into your arms. And if you can't reach or all the way around, just go ahead and grab your knees. That's fun too. Take a couple of breaths in and exhale. And then go ahead and let everything go. Bring your left foot to the left side of your mat, right foot to the right side of your mat. Palms open up. Close your eyes. And just inhale. Exhale, let everything go. Any mistakes you made through the day, any choices, let everything go. Inhale to your toes, relax your toes. Exhale, let everything go. Inhale to your feet, your ankles, your knees. Exhale, let all that go. Inhale to your quadriceps, your hips, your glutes. Let all that go. Inhale to your hands, your shoulders, your arms. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale to your eyes, your head. And exhale, let it all go. And you can stay here as long as you like. 10-minute Shavasanas are probably the best. But for those of you who are out of time, go ahead and roll over onto your side. And roll yourself up into a seated position. Cross your feet the opposite direction that you started. And we're going to do one sound of Om, one sound of peace. Breathe in. Exhale Om. Namaste.